How snap judgments shape relationships. Understanding attribution theory, we all make quick judgments about why people behave the way they do. This is attribution theory in action, the mental process of explaining behaviors, whether our own or others, as stemming from personality or circumstance. While this instinct helps us navigate social interactions, it isn't always accurate and can quietly erode relationships if left unchecked. The core idea is simple. When someone cuts you off in traffic, you might assume they're reckless, a personality flaw, or that they're rushing to an emergency, a situational factor. This immediate interpretation shapes how you feel about them and how you respond. Over time, these snap judgments can create unnecessary distance or excuse harmful patterns. Recognizing this process is the first step toward more compassionate and effective interactions. The foundations of attribution theory, psychologist Fritz Heider first proposed attribution theory in the 1950s, with later contributions from Harold Kelly and Bernard Weiner. The theory hinges on these key distinctions. Internal attribution, dispositional, blaming behavior on someone's character, she's unreliable because she's late. External attribution, situational, blaming behavior on external factors, she's late because of traffic. These attributions are also evaluated based on 3 dimensions. Locus, internal mood, effort, or external, whether luck. Stability, is the cause permanent, personality, or temporary, a bad day? Controllability, could the person have changed the outcome? These unconscious assessments influence how you treat others, often without realizing it. How judgments distort connection when you assume someone's mistake is intentional or avoidable. Frustration rises quickly. But if you frame it as situational, empathy comes more naturally. Over time, these quick judgments shape your patience, forgiveness, and how often you assume malicious intent. 2 people can experience the same event, a missed call, a short reply, and walk away with completely different feelings. The difference isn't the event itself, but the story they tell themselves about it. For example, if your partner forgets the trash, your brain might jump to, they just don't care. Alternatively, you might think, they probably had a long day. The behavior is the same, but your reaction is drastically different. The fundamental attribution error, the brain takes shortcuts. And one of the biggest is the fundamental attribution error. Overemphasizing personality when explaining others' behavior while excusing our own with context. In relationships, this manifests as, you snap because you're overwhelmed. They snap because they're rude. These patterns solidify into beliefs, they never listen, and make it harder to connect. The emotional ripple effect attributions also impact emotional safety. If you assume someone intentionally hurt you, even small mistakes feel significant. Conversely, consistently excusing someone's behavior can blind you to deeper issues. The key isn't always choosing the best or worst interpretation, but remaining open to possibilities. Pausing before reacting allows for curiosity and a more nuanced understanding. Limitations of attribution theory provides valuable insight, but isn't perfect. Oversimplification. Human behavior is rarely just internal or external. Many factors are at play. Cultural blindness. What's considered a personal choice in one culture may be influenced by norms elsewhere. Reinforced bias. Past experiences can distort current interpretations. Resistance to change. Once you assign a reason for someone's behavior, it's easy to stick with it, even if it's outdated. Overthinking self-blame. Overanalyzing can be counterproductive. Recognizing attribution theory in your relationships, here are 5 signs it's influencing your interactions. Filling in the blanks. Jumping to conclusions before asking questions. Labeling instead of observing. Using blanket statements like they always. Double standards, being more forgiving of your own behavior than others. Unexplained discomfort, feeling hurt without knowing why. Giving up, assuming someone won't change and shutting down communication. To counter these patterns, pause before reacting, explore alternative explanations, and consider the other person's perspective. Ultimately, understanding attribution theory isn't about eliminating snap judgments, but recognizing them. By doing so, you can build more compassionate, resilient relationships.